I'm back with another reading, another chapter reading from Isis and Osiris, our ancestors. They're beautiful women. You understand me? Beautiful women. You know, if you haven't been keeping up with me and you don't know who Isis is, you don't know who Osiris is, you don't know who I think what the other name I know of? I know it started with an A, but if you don't know who this woman is, you know what I mean? She made it possible to have successful deliveries of you know the children that's coming into the world. You know what I mean? They figure how to make delivering a child very easy, not so complicated. You know, successful. You know what I mean? And once again, you know, I say this to you. You know, I credit a lot to our black leaders of Black History Month, but when are we going to acknowledge this woman? When are we going to acknowledge this woman for the gift she gave to this world? And as a mother, as a father who loves your kids, how can you not love this woman? How can you not want to know about this woman? Look, go to my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Look, get some education now. You got what I'm saying? Get some education knowledge. I dare you to get some education knowledge. Anywho, let's get into this chapter reading. And lately I've been keeping these short. I really have, because it's a small book. You know what I mean? It's a very small book. And the way I've seen things, because I read from here and Genesis and drop them on the same day, you know, I've been trying to keep up with both of them. I want to end both of them at the same time is what I'm really basically saying. So that when I go into Exodus and I go into the Ramsey series, you know, everything fit. You got what I'm saying? Everything is together. So that if you are a person that wanna, you know, go over there, look at chapter 1 of Exodus, you know, and then you go over to chapter 1 of Ramsey, you got what I'm saying? There may be some fruit in there you could connect, that a question in your mind that you have. You got what I'm saying? Anyway, as I said, you know what I mean? I'm gonna reiterate this again. Go to my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition. Got me? OFM Kemet Edition. Subscribe. Do yourself a favor. Do me the favor. You know what I mean? Let's get into this reading. And we're at chapter, this would be what, chapter 30, this would be chapter what, 35 also? Let me make sure. Yeah, this will be chapter 35, and it starts off, but such as mix with these physical doctrines are derived from astrology and in mathematics, think that Typhon signifies the solar world, and Osiris the lunar, for that the moon having her light of a fertilizing and more watery nature is favorable to the breeding of animals and the growing of plants, but that the sun is ordained with his unmitigated light to heat and parch up things that grow up and flourish, and to render the great part of the earth utterly inhabitable through his blazing, and also to get the better of the moon herself. For which reason the Egyptians always called Typhon Self. This has no connection with the Hebrew name, which means placed, settled, which signifies that which tyrannizes and which forcibly constrains, and they fable that Hercules resides in the sun and travels about with him, but Hermes does the same with the moon. For the effects of the moon resemble the actions of reason and those dictated by wisdom, whereas those of the sun are like strokes brought to pass through violence and force. And the Stoics say that the sun is set on fire and derives his nourishment from the sea, whereas to the moon the fountain and lacustrine waters send up a sweet and gentle exhaustion. That's the end of that chapter reading. That's the end of chapter 35. And I just, you see how they refer to Hermes, and then they said Hermes the sun, and then you see how they refer to Osiris, and that place you with the moon. You get what I'm saying? That place you with the moon. Let me say this to you on some real stuff, man. I believe that sun is hell. And I've heard some things about Hermes. You got what I'm saying? And from my understanding, and I don't stand on it, like I said, I heard some things. I didn't say I stand on some things. That was the devil. That was just another name for the devil. That was another name for Satan. That was another name for Ra. So what I'm trying to say to you again is one word, many names. That even go for the devil. You got the devil, you got Satan, you got demon, you got Ra. It's I'm gonna say this to you, hanging with my cousin, rest his soul. He told me some alias names that he used outside of Richmond, Virginia. You got me? So this was back in the 90s. You got what I'm saying? So I was always the type of person, elementary school, my name can be pronounced two ways. It can be pronounced Norris or it can be pronounced Norris. I answer to both of them. You got what I'm saying? So if you've ever if you've ever asked for me, you may get me depending on the person you're asking. You feel me? Depending on the person you're asking, you may get me. I tell you this, you know what I mean? A lot of people didn't know my youngest son was my son because they know me by Norris. They don't know me by Norris. You feel me? Norris. You understand me? They don't know me by Norris. So they said Norris Stanley, they still don't know who you're talking about. You get me? You understand me? Look, I love you. I'm out. I just ask you to please go subscribe. You got what I'm saying? Go like, go share, and go comment. And understand this, I'm not giving up on this book. There has not been a lot of fruit that I could give you out this book, but I'm not going to give up on this book. If this book don't open up for me until page 70, and it sparked something in me where the fruit just pour out me, I did my job. I love you and I'm out.